Welcome to today's video, guys. We are starting up in the S15. We're just trying to rack up some kilometers on this thing for the break-in. But I am heading to Yashio factory just to hang out with Oka-chan for a little bit, check over the car some, and then we're gonna go back and do some work on the S15 later tonight. But things have been really hectic today. I woke up this morning and was not feeling well, so kind of rested for a bit and then getting into it all now. Otherwise though, everything's going pretty good with the S15. We're just cruising. We are about to hit 200 kilometers. In another 100, we're gonna have to do an oil change and then put a couple more 100 Ks on it, and then we're good. But otherwise, everything's looking real good with the tune, break-in tune and everything like that. Transmission's still a bit noisy, but I know what I need to do to fix that. I just gotta put the rubber like boot thing on it that goes inside here, and that'll stop that from making so much noise. But yeah, the main thing is like if I come off throttle and it's decelling, the audio, that kind of sound comes from the light and flywheel and stuff, and the feedback through the clutch, because it's a twin plate ORC clutch with a light and flywheel. That's kind of normal. So you do get a little bit more clutch noise and transmission noise vibrating through it when you have a bit of a light and flywheel from OEM, none of that heavy stuff. But anyways, we're gonna get to Yashio factory and pick it up from there. Just arrived at Yashio factory and went to do a leak check on this. Everything looks good from the top, but when I went underneath, I noticed there was a little bit of coolant dripping from the back of the transmission bell housing. Started looking around, and the thing that I didn't want to happen has happened. One of the heater hoses under the intake manifold, I guess the hose clamp has failed and it's dripping. I managed to actually get a pretty decent picture of it by sticking my iPhone under there to really get a good idea as to what the leak was. And yeah, I'm not too happy about this. If you guys have a look here, you can kind of see the coolant. Oh, come on, iPhone. You can see the coolant here just dripping off the line. So that's like in the worst place possible too. I'm hoping I can just spend like 2 hours screaming and cussing at this thing to and mess up my hands to get to it without having to take the intake manifold off. Worst case scenario, it's not the end of the world. I think I can get to it if I just move the fuel pressure regulator, unbolt that, let that sit down there, and then I'll have enough room to kind of squeeze my hands in there. But we are not driving this thing home now, obviously. It's too hot to work on it now, and it's pretty late, so we'll probably go home in the K-van. I did leave the K-van here, so we'll use that to get home today. But I'm so bummed, man. Just when this thing was going so well, it just develops a little issue like that. But break-in periods are normally like that, and big builds are always like this. You got to find those little things like that and fix them up. So we'll get it fixed, don't worry. Probably tomorrow or the day after. Actually, it's probably early next week, like Tuesday. But yeah, mega sad. So one awesome thing with the S15 that arrived is a brand new back panel. So this is going to get installed by the paint and body guy. This replaces that whole back section. Oh wow, it even comes with a new number plate holder. Huh, okay, that's kind of cool. There's the part number there if anyone's looking for it. Still available from Nissan, and the price of this is very, very, very fair. Like this, I don't even think this is going to cost me like $450. Such a good deal. I'm just really happy they still make them. So, because S15s don't come with bumpers, you know, so pretty much if someone runs into the back, you just go straight into that back panel. So pretty awesome. They still have those brand new, and they're fairly cheap, so that's a good thing. And that'll get that whole rear end fixed up that we smashed on the truck that day. Oh man, because this is pushed in so far, and I mean, we could bash that out and spend a bunch of time on it, but it's just easier to cut it out and put the new one in. So that's a bonus. Just chilling at the local 7-Eleven, got myself some snacks for the drive home. Good old 7-Eleven burritos are the best here in Japan. Always try them. And then one of my favorite snacks is this Black Thunder kind of like chocolate biscuit candy. It's really good. Highly recommend this as well when you're in Japan. I'm definitely a bit bummed about the S15. Super looking forward to driving it home and putting some Ks on it this weekend so that we can finish the break-in. But I think the biggest thing I'm most upset about with the S15 is that out of every coolant leak it could have sprung, it sprung it there on that hose. And if you've replaced that, if you've had that leak before as well on an SR, if you own an SR, you know. If you know, you know. Like, that is the worst coolant leak you could have ever sprung on an SR. So that's going to be fun early next week fixing that. But that aside, this weekend I was supposed to be competing in Kanto All-Stars tomorrow with Oka-chan. Before I left, I psyched him up and I was like, you better not lose, I'll be watching on the live stream. But obviously broken finger, car's not ready, and a bunch of other stuff. It wasn't worth me going there. I've already paid the entrance fee, but whatever, these things happen. Hopefully my pinky finger heals. The bruising's gone down, but it's still really painful to like move at full like kind of I guess movement, and gripping onto things really hurts. So like pulling in a handbrake or steering wheel on a steering wheel really hurts. So hopefully by next weekend I have another competition planned all the way in Aomori. If the car's ready by then and my finger feels a bit better, we'll probably yeet it and do it. But yeah, this weekend's also actually my Yumi's and my wedding anniversary, 5 years married, so I'm pretty proud and happy about that. But yeah, anyways, that aside, I'm gonna head home and hoping to do some more work on the 350Z when we get there, because a whole bunch of parts just arrived from Nissan and we got a lot of stuff to show you. So time warping ahead, we're back in the Z, and we just time warped to my favorite car park that's close to my house that I can work on the car tonight. And we have a bunch of Nissan parts here. First of all, we got a new door handle for the passenger side. Very common issue on the Zs are the door handles, the little thing, like clip thing on the back here that unlocks the door. They break all the time, so this is like a super common thing. I got this big box here which will open in a little bit, and then these two other boxes here. We do still have 2 parts on back order, but pretty much the main thing is I want to make the interior look much nicer than it actually is. For instance, like this thing here, you can see it's all worn off. This kind of like OEM stuff just like peels off over time. It looks like plastic dip. It's kind of gross. There's like scratches all over this thing as well. The other thing are these things here where you go and like grab the handles from the inside. They all get destroyed. These here, the previous owner put these gross carbon like things on there, and it's got like fabric in there. I don't know, it looks gross and it's all coming off, and just, yeah, we're changing those out too. But those are on back order. They won't be here till later on, like in 2 weeks time. But let's have a look so you guys can see. This one here is looking pretty yuck. Let's get this box open and show you what a brand new one looks like. And all of this was fairly affordable, like pretty cheap. This stuff is all still available at Nissan. None of these parts aren't like, you know, no longer made or heritage listed like most of my other Nissans. So it feels kind of good. What am I doing? Why don't I use a key? It's probably a better option, but also one-handed vlog life sucks. Damn, that looks so good. Wow, I'm hyped for that. Look at the difference. It's hard to tell with the lighting here, but you can kind of see by looking up close there how gross it is. And then look at this brand new one. Oh, I'm so hyped. All right, so that's pretty much my plan today. I also want to fix the ETC card reader that's hanging down there on the ground. It's actually just really bad. So we got a new one of these to switch in, so I'm going to try and do that at the same time. But we got a lot to get done and not much time, so let's get this smashed out. And that escalated very quickly. I'm actually really enjoying how easy it is to pull apart the 350Z center console and how it's all just attached to this one piece. It's actually kind of nice. Pretty straightforward. Looks like there's just 2 screws on either side, and then this whole box section pops out, new one goes in. I do need to go digging down in there for a screw and sort out the wiring for the ETC card reader, and then we'll put it all back together. But it's pretty nice. I need one of these like padding things here to also, for my S15. I wonder if I can order that new from Nissan just to use in my S15 to help with sound deadening from the transmission, because right now the issue is I need to get the boot as well for it and then put that on top, and then I bet you won't even hear most of that sound we're hearing right now on the S15. Anyways, let's get back and switch this out and move on to the next part. I got the new cupboard door installed on this main center console part, and I've just got the new ETC card reader kind of hooked up here, and I'm making sure it's working. Slide the card in. Alright, it accepted the card. Oh, that's cool. It tells you the time and date too? That's sick. Alright, well there we go. It's working. So, that's good. I can close all this up now. It was pretty hard to kind of trace back all the old wiring and pull it all out, but we did it. One thing though is I am definitely going to be going inside the store and getting some double-sided tape. Luckily this Don Quijote is 24/7, so we should be good. What I try to do is not go, like only go inside Don Quijote once. Sometimes though, if you forget stuff, you just keep going in and out multiple times, and it always sucks when you have to do that. Anyways, ETC card reader is working now, so no more problems with the old junky one here that was literally falling apart. It was kind of a mess. Got the whole center console back together, and at the back of the stereo, I noticed that there was an antenna for the TV that wasn't plugged in, and I just plugged it in, and now we have TV working on this, which is kind of a little crazy. There you guys go, full Japanese TV with channels and everything. I think it's struggling to get reception because obviously we're in an underground car park, but for the most part it's kind of working. So we gained a TV while driving, so that's pretty sick. In Japan this is legal, by the way. This is totally normal in Japan to have TV in your car and watch and have this on while you're driving. You're allowed to. This is normal here. So yeah, there you go, television in the car. That's a plus. I did not know that. Last thing is I went to replace these things, and then I went to open the box and was like, hang on, this box doesn't seem like the right shape for those. It seems like these are the things that are on back order, and these are in stock. She told me, like the Nissan girl over the counter told me that these are the things on back order, but maybe she got mixed up. So anyways, it looks like we're going to be changing these gross carbon things out right now, so I'm happy about that. We'll do the driver's side first and move on to the passenger after that. Gross old one that's like been wrapped and is falling all apart. Brand spanking new one. Oh man, I'm so hyped about this. It's the little things, guys. It's always the little things that give you the most satisfaction with modding on cars. I started peeling back the carbon stuff, and it's actually not like a sticker, it's like a fabric that they actually like seem to have glued on. But you can see why this guy did it, because yeah, this happens on all the Z's, like the old stuff that the Nissan coated the plastic with, just all does this. It sucks. Anyways, not my problem anymore. The new one looks amazing, looks brand new. Let's do the passenger side. So I was pretty worried about removing this handle and having to take like the door card off, but they have these two holes here with grommets that you just pull out, and that's how you get the entire handle out on this 350Z. Super cool, but what's not cool is this is part of my handle. It's completely snapped off. This is supposed to be in this, so yeah, and you can see another part there broken. One thing though is always have one of these little magnetic sticks in your toolbox in your car, because I dropped the little 10mm bolt in there because when undoing these, there's really nowhere else for them to fall, so kind of sucks, but hopefully I can dig around in there and pull it out, and we just did. There we go, safe. So now we're not missing a 10mm and we don't have to go digging and take the door card off. So from what I understand, this just slides off this rod here. I'll figure that out. I think it just kind of clips off actually. It's one of these things that goes like that and then pops off, and then that rod slides out like so, and this is part of the handle. So let me get the new handle out and I'll show you guys the difference, but this is supposed to be like in there somewhere. So here's a comparison. As you can see, the old one here, this piece is completely broken off, and this piece is actually inside the handle here on the new one. So pretty big difference there. You can see that this is broken as well on this one. This one's cracked and split too here. I guess it's just because like all the pulling and stuff over time fatigues it, but anyways, I'm gonna slide this new one in and should be good. By the way, when you're taking them off, don't pull them out, you just slide it up, and then when you put it back in, I assume you slide it down in and it locks into place. Once, of course, you connect the... Oh no, that is not what I wanted. This is another reason why you have the magnetic stick. Oh God, please be right there. Oh, thank God. I think I'm going to be able to pull this out. It's got it, it's just stuck on something down there. Alright, come on. Oh, we got it. Thank God. All right, moment of truth. Oh, yes. Awesome. Door handle works now. It's crazy, hey, that these kind of fail like that. It's just weird how like all Nissan cars, like depending on the model, they all have these things that just always fail on them. Like there's some kind of part that was manufactured in such a way that was never meant to get that much abuse or use and wears out really, really fast, and it becomes a common issue that everyone knows about. It's kind of interesting. Anyways, all fixed now. I've put on all the new Nissan parts that we got today. Like, look how good the center console looks now. Look how good the, I guess the wiper control panel looks on both passenger and driver side. It looks so good. This is a bit scratched up too, but I think it's okay. It'll probably polish out. The next thing, I cannot wait till these come. They're both scratched up to hell and look disgusting. But yeah, this thing's looking so much cleaner. I still haven't given this thing a wash on the outside yet though. Needs it bad. And then I'm gonna take it to my buddy at a paint shop who's gonna rear clear coat all this stuff. So he'll wet sand it all down and rear clear coat it, so this clear coat's all been fixed. Thing's gonna look freaking awesome. Look on this side too, see? All the clear coat, typical Z problems. But yeah, this is all gonna come up, get re-clear coated and look awesome. Some parts here on the pillar too, that'll get redone. But yeah, super hyped. This thing's gonna look so good. Today I also finished talking with Zach from GK Tech, and the entire catalog for the 350Z is on its way. So we're gonna be doing some really cool stuff to this thing. As you guys know, my goal is to make this thing just a super awesome seat time car, something that I can just shred in, a backup car, that kind of thing that I know is reliable, has good angle and good power as well. I'm definitely gonna be running the VQ NA for quite a while, but I am thinking about going down a boosted application route, something I haven't done before. So I don't know if that's going to happen yet. We'll have to wait and see. But I think the VQ by itself, or the HR that's in this, it's the one that makes the most power, the most reliable, the best VQ35 that was ever released. So I think it's probably going to be fine. I think if they make something like 360 at the flywheel compared to like 280 or something that the DE's made. So don't quote me on that, but I'm sure you guys can tell me in the comment section if that's right or not. But we definitely have a good head start with the HR. So anyways, I'm hyped. So many things fixed on the Z today, so my OCD can rest. The next thing I definitely need to do is a proper wash on this thing, that's for sure. We also need to do something about these wheels. I don't mind the 350Z stock wheels, but most of them look as bad as this. A lot of people in Japan just curb rash everything, so we need to do something about that. Inside Don Quijote right now, and this place is huge. We're really only coming here for some double-sided tape to mount the ETC card reader, but as you can see, Halloween decorations are out like crazy already here. You can even get a tent here. Wait, is that an electric scooter? Dude, they're only like 250 bucks. I wonder what the distance is on these days. They're pretty bulky too. Like the little petrol powered scooter I have is less bulky than this. Anyways, let's go find our double-sided tape. High five. Yes, here we are, the tool and car section. Yes, lots of double-sided tape here. I think this is exactly what we want. Yep. Perfect. As you can see, if you've forgot any kind of tools or anything, they generally have it. It's actually really handy. And it's why a lot of Japanese guys come here and work on their cars. And they even have like circlip removers and pliers. Oh, that's funny. There's a guy down there working on his JZX110 right now. I think his exhaust fell off, so he's trying to bolt it back up. But yeah, this place has a lot of stuff. Oh, that is so awesome. It's a watermelon helmet. That's kind of cool. Or suka, Japanese. Lots of stuff in this place. It's pretty much like anything you could want in Japan. This is like the Walmart of Japan, to be honest. It really is. Just got back to the Z, and I have no idea what happened in the last 5 minutes when we got that tape. The police are here. They're searching through this guy's car and fully patting him down. Don't know what happened there, but I'm gonna quietly just chill, not make a scene. And with the ETC card reader now all mounted up, and the police there, I think it's time to yeet out of here, boys. I don't want to risk anything, so let's go. Just got home, guys, and while today didn't exactly go according to plan, we still managed to accomplish a lot, and definitely the new Nissan parts on the Z, that thing looks 1,000 times better now. Like, it has just changed the entire interior, and once we get those pieces for the inside door handles to get rid of those scratch marks on both sides, it's just going to look so much better, and I cannot wait till all the parts start rolling in from GK Tech and whatnot for it, because that thing is going to be epic. Anyways, guys, I just want to quickly remind you about the merch drop. It will be live right now when this video goes out. Go head to SAMMIT.net before everything sells out. These designs are super awesome, and I'm expecting them to sell out very, very quickly. So make sure you don't sleep on it, guys. Head to SAMMIT.net, grab yourself some merch, and that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you have an incredible day. Peace out. Ciao, mata.